Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whichever one may apply to you. I hope it's going well. Now today we're having a look at Love Bites, as per recommendations. So the only thing is they never told me which one to listen to, so I'm having a look at Holy War because I see that it is a live version, and as you know, that's what really piques my interest. Now, the attentive of you will notice that we're not in our usual setup, but I'll show you it's just temporary. Secondly, I have created a second channel called Vacancy 2. Also reactions, but everything other than music. So funny videos, gaming, you name it, you'll find it there. So if that piques your interest, go have a look. But I want to have a look at this. So no more wasting time. Okay, never heard of these people, but holy shit, that intro first and foremost, the left and right panning, left guitar, right guitar, beautiful, and then that switch up was just phenomenal really. I just want to touch up on her stance. See how her legs are really wide and she's leaning on one leg. I've said it before, you know when a guitarist does that, they are about to go in. And this riff is so, there's meat to it, you know. There's something behind it. And I'm so excited to hear everything else, to be 100% honest with you. Also, you can hear that this vocalist has power, because when she said everybody raise your hands, when she said hands, she bolted it a little bit and there was a little bit of vibrato, and you can just tell that she means business. Yes, and that riff is so meaty. I'm just gonna keep playing it, sorry. She has a very dynamic range. You hear in a lot of the words, she drops it all the way down, and then like toward the end of that phrasing now, you hear it pick up again. Her range is beautiful. What I love about the guitar players, which is very Van Halen-esque, is they're throwing in spicy riffs here and there, and that immediately makes me think of Van Halen, Mr. Eddie Van Halen, of course. I think it's a phenomenal way of playing. It's flashy, but it's not too much, you know. I'm loving this so far, and that bass is sitting so low. Second fact, when a bassist drops the bass all the way down, they mean business. I must have missed that the first time listening. Did I just see right hand tapping on the bass? Wow, okay. That is so cool. You don't see that much. That's very cool. I know I mentioned Eddie Van Halen, but that was some Yngwie Malmsteen runs right there. I'm going back all the way because this whole section was just phenomenal. To me, you can always tell a band's ability by the way that they play live. And granted, some bands or artists are just session musicians, right? Studio, that's their bread and butter. They are not them. Live is definitely where they should be, and I'm so glad I chose a live performance. That drummer is in the pocket. She's sitting right there, and she's playing very dynamic stuff. Like, do not get it wrong. I advise take a second. Well, go watch the original video first off, and then analyze the drums. Focus primarily on the drums, and see every little dynamic being used. It is astonishing, really. And then that run on the guitar toward the end of this, that was Yngwie Malmsteen 2/8. That's similar to his scaling he uses called the Phrygian scale, which I'll put right here, and that is just beautiful to me. Okay, before we get into that, holy shit. Okay, two things I want to note. Can we just appreciate the fact of the range of this vocalist? Can we just appreciate that for a split second? But also notice how because there's nobody helping her on vocals, she's losing breath, right? And it may not be obvious, and it's definitely not straining her at all, but you can tell that she's losing breath because in between phrases, usually a vocalist, in between phrases, they do a soft breath that you don't really hear. But you see that she's gasping here, which is of no fault to her own. This is a very vocally challenging song, right? If there was a backing vocal, it would alleviate a lot of that for her. But just, can we look at the fact of how calm every single one of these ladies are? Like, they are that good that playing just technically difficult stuff and theoretically challenging things, and they're calm. I saw that the lead girl on guitar, she was singing along while doing finger taps. That's insane. The drummer is so calm. Every time it's panned to her, there's no look of strain or stress. She's just chilling, to be honest. I'm thoroughly impressed so far, and there's a change up, and I cannot wait to hear that. Okay, first and foremost, the guitarist in me got so happy watching that. I can't even like describe to you, because my main instrument is guitar, right? Watching that, it blows. They are so gifted and so bloody good, and I trust me, I can promise you this now. The amount of training they have put in is astronomical. But besides that, I'm gonna go on about the solo for hours if I don't just jump topic. Before the solos, so I almost said solos, like ensued. Before that, the crowd was chanting, and that is such a beautiful thing to me. It's the engagement of the crowd. It gave me literal goosebumps. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm not overemphasizing. It gave me goosebumps, and to me that's phenomenal. And that's why I love live shows so much, is you see how they are. The way I see it, it's like they serving a dish, right? They put in so much time and effort for this fine cuisine, and they serving it to people, and watching that like acceptance from the crowd. There's nothing better than that. Absolutely nothing. Wow. Wow. And I know I didn't mention the bass really, but just rewatch or go watch the original. Listen to how the bass is so tight with the drums, and then when need be, she fills in the riffs with the guitars, and it just creates this like beautiful blend. It's phenomenal. Genuinely, the musicianship shown, and the powerhouse of vocals just layering on top of that. I mean, she has power in her vocals. Just remember the fact that this is a fast song. These lyrics are flying out, and you can still feel the power in her vocals. That's not a small task. That is no easy feat, and I tip my hat off to each and every one of these musicians, because holy shit. Phenomenal. Go watch the original. I'm gonna pin it down in the description. Please go watch it. Also, don't forget about the second channel. Come on, guys. Also linked in the description below. And yeah, if you want to see any more reactions, anything specifically you'd like to see, like your favorite artist, your favorite song, put it in the comments. And like this video, because that tells me that you like this type of content. Otherwise, I have no way of knowing. But all of that aside, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Go be kind to somebody.